Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh Shai, Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, rule web, and the great example to the young brothers in the truth. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this edifying. And this a video I'm finna play this video from RT, from this little witch, little freaky looking Edomite. You know, eyes all big and shit. You know, but the video say 2021 prepared the world for ultimate space goals in 2022. You know, and we just gonna get into the video and listen at what this devil speaking about, and hey, so like, we gonna go from there. You know, but I'm gonna play the video.
Whatever else you might think about 2021, it was an amazing year for space. Here's just a few of my own personal favorite highlights. Elon Musk's SpaceX nailed its 100th rocket landing. SpaceX has shot rockets up with a bunch of... Whatever else you might think about 2021, it was an amazing year for space. Here's just a few of my own personal favorite highlights. Elon Musk's SpaceX nailed its 100th rocket landing. SpaceX has shot rockets up with a bunch of stuff on top of them, ejected the stuff into space, and then guided the rockets back down to the planet, nailing the...
What you ejecting into space? What are you devils doing, man? You know, and this is why the Lord gonna take Esau out, man. You sending shit up in space with a bunch of stuff on it and just ejecting it in space and then bring it back down to Earth and land it. Why? You know, we know these devils trying to get prepared to fight against the Lord and things of that nature. But you know, Esau through, man.
100 times, saving everyone a ton of money and time and natural resources, revolutionizing the space industry. Not to mention the progress SpaceX has made on their Starship, which promises to bring us humans further than we've ever been. It's true, and the Starship is kind of a missing piece. The space tourism industry...
And like the scriptures say, man, the Lord have created the bounds that he cannot pass, man. You know, Esau think he gonna do all this space exploring and no, you motherfuckers finna go into slavery, man. Your ass go to the line of Earth where orbit happens, you know, where you can float, and then you the atmosphere where it start floating, and you burn your red ass back down here, man, and all the rest of you heathens too, man.
off this year too, with a bunch of people taking joyrides up to the edge of space. Sure, it was controversial. A lot of people take issue with how it's a rich people thing, not to mention the colossal amount of resources it burns. But for me, at least it got people talking about space, and any press is good press, as they say.
Here it is, the Earth in a global pandemic, and you sending people on space, wasting resources just to joyride, man. See, the Earth was given into your hands, and you ruling the Earth like a fucking kid, man. Shit important happening. You said that this shit was this bad and you gotta get control of it and this and that. But you using resources to shoot people to the edge of space and come back down. You wasting all this fossil fuel or whatever they, wasting all these natural resources just to do that. Instead of spending that time and effort and brain power and money on fixing what's fucking the world up, man. Supposedly. And we know what's going on. Shit, keep doing your thing. Oh, you got it. Oh.
NASA had so many successes itself this year. They launched its DART mission, which means that right now there's a spacecraft hurtling through space, aimed right at an asteroid with the sole intention of ramming it to see if we can move it off course. The agency's Parker Solar Probe actually kissed the sun. They flew the Ingenuity rotorcraft on Mars, too, making it the first aircraft to ever fly on another planet.
And me personally, I don't believe it's shit past what stuff or all the rest of that shit lies. Man. You know Esau is a liar. He got rovers on Mars, all this and that. Well, why you ain't got no Mars dirt and rocks and things of that nature? You know, because Esau a fucking liar. What's keeping the battery charged? You gotta put out what's keeping the battery charged to that robot or whatever. Or what you do when it break. You know, all these things gotta come into consideration when you listen to this guy and he talk about all this shit he's supposed to be doing this place. This man ain't doing a goddamn thing, man. You can't believe that shit.
They've got new robots on Mars, too. And of course, they just launched the insanely powerful James Webb Space Telescope, which promises to show us more about the universe than we've ever even imagined. Countries around the globe are nailing it in space, too, thanks to the successes they had in 2021. China now has their own space station orbiting the planet. They scooped samples of the moon and brought them back. They're
And you know these are lies, man. Okay, so when they scooped the samples from the moon, how did it get back? You know, how did they get it all the way to the moon to scoop samples and get it back? What kind of fucking propulsion system they got on that motherfucker, man? It's all lies. Esau, all the nations came to one consent to do away with the nation of Israel. Psalms 83. When it go into the nation with Confederate against us, roughly paraphrasing. You know, Edom and all the rest of these heathens, they all in it together, man. you know, because if they was to be able to do the things that they say they doing, Israel will cease from being a nation. Because if you can send something to the moon and bring it back, you know how far it is. You know, and you can't measure the space, Esau. That's beyond you, man. You don't even know what's in the ocean, but you all on the moon. Come on, man. It's all lies, man.
it up there too. So is the EU and India. Hell, even Turkey has plans now for a space agency. All this nailing. I love to see it. Yes, 2021 was beyond epic. Amazing year for the space industry. So, no matter what else you might think about it, at least humanity did some things right in 2021, which gives me hope that in 2022 we will finally see the thing I've been waiting for. You know what it is. Come on. Aliens.
And
Yes, we're
Lord
getting closer than ever.
and Lord willing, 2022 be the year that the Lord invade you with his aliens, man. Invade the Lord say he gonna invade you with his troops, man. You know, and Lord willing, that happened in 2022. If not 2022, 2023, but we hoping for 2022, man. Our eyes set on being up out of here in 2022. You know,
To finding life out there now from a different planet or maybe even from a different time. Hell, we're learning so much right now that maybe even, I don't know, we'll find God. Who knows? Perhaps the two are one and the same. Anyway, with all the nailing going on in 2021 in space, 2020.
and you heard that maybe we'll even find God. He devils through, man. Like the Lord just sitting in heaven somewhere. No, man. The Lord is in a whole nother dimension, man. You fucking Edomites is fucking through, man. I hate hearing these devils talk, man. Cause the pride in their voice is just too fucking much. And if you ain't tired of these people ruling over you, you part of the problem, man. And the Lord gonna goddamn invade on your ass too with his troops, man. They ain't gonna be for your good. See, when the Lord invade America and the rest of the earth with his troops, we know what we gonna be abducted up out of this place, man. We gonna be delivered. We gonna be saved. The angel's gonna deliver us out of here, and the rest of these people gonna be getting zapped with laser beams. Destruction gonna fall upon everybody else, man. The Lord coming with fire and his chariots like a whirlwind, man. To render his anger with fury and his rebukes with flame of fire, man. It's finna go down in the earth. And you damn devils playing, you know? But you know, that's pretty much the point. They say maybe they finna find God. I wanna replay that. Bag it back. So,
We'll find God. Who knows? Perhaps the two are one. Then, I don't know. We'll find God.
damn.
Who knows? Perhaps the two are one and the same now from a different planet or maybe even from a different time. Hell, we're learning so much right now that maybe even, I don't know, we'll find God.
Hmm.
Who knows? Perhaps the two are one and the same. Anyway, with all the nailing going on in 2021 in space, 2022 is bound to be a hell of a ride too. I know
Yep.
I'm ready for it.
They trying to find God, man. And they supposed to be cranking CERN back up. The elder just um put it up from Dallas down. Elder Yashawamba just put it up on his page. How they supposed to be cranking CERN back up after 3 years of a 3 year break. And you know the last time they cranked CERN up, guess what it said? The Western powers was in trouble, man. You know, in 2017, that's what it said, if I ain't mistaken, around that time. But these people done, man. They trying to find God and this and that, and they exalted themselves above all that is called the Most High, man. They think they gods. They think if they do all this and advance all these different advances and get the aircrafts down packed and the space traveling vehicles and this cyborg, you turn themselves to cyborgs, that they gonna have it under control, man. But they gonna be sadly mistaken when the Lord come back and put their ass in hardcore captivity, man. The Lord coming back with death, destruction, and captivity for you goddamn Edomites, man, for your pride. And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that want to cleave to these fucking heathens, your ass finna die, man. Simple as that. Shalom. That. Well, I'm selected with that, Lord. When this edifying, I want to end it, giving all honor and glory to you, how about you, how Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders. A great millstone rule, where have been a great example to the young brothers in the truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.